Greetings students, welcome back to Chapter 4, Keywords and Concepts. Moving on to the phases of sleep. So sleep can be divided into two different general phases. Rapid eye movement sleep and non-rapid eye movement sleep. So rapid eye movement sleep is characterized by those darting movements of the eyes under closed eyelids. If you watch somebody sleep, you can absolutely see this. In contrast, non-REM sleep is subdivided into three stages. And the first three stages of sleep are the non-REM sleep, and then it's typically followed by REM sleep. If there's a problem with that, generally you have a sleep disorder. So stage 1 sleep is a transitional phase that occurs between wakefulness and sleep. It's like when we drift off to sleep, right? During this time, your respiration slows down, your heartbeat slows down, and often if you're awoken during this stage of sleep, you would say that you weren't asleep, right? It's that really early stage. Stage 2 sleep, the body goes into a state of deep relaxation, right? So we're getting to that REM stage. And then stage 3 sleep, often referred to as deep sleep or slow wave sleep because of what our brain waves are doing. It's getting prepared to do that rapid eye movement sleep that we need to not go completely insane. So those are the stages of sleep. I would just understand that there are stages of sleep and the difference between REM and non-REM. That kind of thing in order to progress here. And then on to the next slide. We're moving on to dreams, because when we sleep, we dream. So there's two different types of contents of dream. There's the manifest content of the dream, and that's what it was actually about, right? So let's say you went out for an ice cream cone with a cowboy hat in your dream, right? That's the actual content of the dream. It's the storyline of the dream, right? The latent content, on the other hand, refers to the hidden meaning of the dream. And there's so much on this that we're not going to get into all of it, but it's quite fascinating. And this is the idea that these dreams are symbolic, right? So maybe you would decide that going out to get an ice cream cone with a cowboy hat meant that you wanted to move to Texas. Who knows, right? You can kind of do whatever you want to with it. Lots of theories about dreams, most notably by Freud, thinking that there were fascinating things to be learned in your dreams. Probably not. So the activation synthesis model of dreams, and this is the idea that dreams are not the meaning-filled representation of angst as proposed by Freud, but were rather the result of our brain attempting to make sense of, so synthesize, the neural activity or activation that was happening during REM sleep. So basically our brain makes all kinds of weird pictures while we're sleeping, and we try to associate meaning with them. Which is probably more likely than Freud's deep psychological problems manifesting themselves in dreams. There are lots of other dream theorists. There's also fascinating stuff going on in this field with lucid dreaming and what maybe we are working out some life problems in our dream, that kind of thing. So that's super fascinating. All of them are interesting, but you only need to know about the activation synthesis model of dreams. All right, I'll see you in the next video.